For both coaches. Speaking in the build-up to this game, Wolfsburg head coach Stefan Lerch has stressed the importance of a strong reaction after Thursday night, highlighting the mentality, the fight and the togetherness that his side showed against Lyon, and insisting those same qualities must drive them forward today to hopefully reach another cup final. But here's Jena on the break through the middle of the park. Berenstein chasing down. It's a good ball forward to Reuter. She makes her way into the 18-yard box, but that's a bad touch with her left foot, and that one's gone out for a goal kick to Wolfsburg. Steiner Johannes with the goal kick. There's a shot to Kuva. For Carl Zeiss, showing plenty of composure on the ball. That's a good switch to Reuter, and that one should go out for the goal kick. Carefully marshalled, as always, by Weidemeyer. It's good vision though from the Essen defender to pick out Reuter, who had plenty of time, but unfortunately a bad touch inside the 18-yard box. Florian Kastner, head coach of Jena. He's framed this as an opportunity to embrace the moment. He feels that his side are under no pressure, and he's encouraged them to play with freedom and belief as they look to make history. He said ahead of the game actually that the recent match against Wolfsburg shown them that with plenty of game structure, they will stick to their plan and look to defend well and see if they can hold out for a long time and then create chances of their own. He says they need to build on it. He knows, as do his team, that this is potentially a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to reach the cup final. Levels playing the ball back to Kuva, who in turn plays the ball back to Johannes. She comes down to Weidemeyer. Here's Linder. Dijkstra. Here's some room for Janine Minga to get forward. She's got two players in front of her, one of them being Enderman. Here's Levels. Playing it back to Enderman. Here's room for Minga if she wants a shot, but she plays it out to Huth. Plays the ball into Berenstein. Good touch, she has a shot. Slight deflection on the ball, but that one goes all the way through to Jasmin Janning in the Jena goal. So our first real sniff at goal from Wolfsburg. 6.5 minutes gone. It's a comfortable save for the 20-year-old goalkeeper. He's only kept one clean sheet so far this season. 38 goals conceded. Good play from Bunzo. Deciding to go back to Jasmin Janning. She comes out to the right hand side, but that one's got too much purpose on it, and that'll go out for a throw in to Wolfsburg, just inside their own half. So Jena in possession of the ball, just taking their time. Wolfsburg allowing Jena to have plenty of touches inside their own half. No need for the press just at this stage. Bunzo unable to control that one. That's a good ball down the flank. tackle, carefully marshalled by Kuver. Here's Bunzo for Jena. Opportunity to get the ball into the box. That's not a bad ball forward, but that's a really bad touch, unfortunately, inside the 18-yard box by Alcieda. There's an effort from Jena, but that one goes straight down the throat of Steiner Johannes, and they've now registered their own effort on goal. Not a bad effort from just outside the box, but that's far too easy for Steiner Johannes. So that makes a change from the recent league outing. Jena registering a shot on target. Carl Zeiss Jena fans making plenty of noise inside the ad hoc arena. Completely rebuilt and reopened only last year. Sat beside the Sally River in what the locals call Paradise. Certainly is a beautiful setting for cup football today. Here's Levels. Berenstein. Minga closed down very quickly. Jena looking for an opening just outside the 18-yard box. That one's a little bit ambitious by Melanie Reuter. And again, comfortable save for Steiner Johannes inside the Wolfsburg goal. Kuver needs to be careful. She clears that at the second attempt. Here's Pedamores. Now here's room for Berenstein to get forward. Still running, plenty of room in front of her. She plays Huth in. Huth comes in field. Minga. That one ricochets off the Jena defender. That one should be taken care of. It is by Strasser. She goes long. Kuver's underneath that one. She'll play the ball back to safety to Johannes. Dijkstra. Weidemeyer offering herself down in the right back position. Minga again. Here's Linda. Now she's got a bit of room. She gets her head up. She's got plenty of people inside the box. This is good play from Linda down the right hand side. She brings the ball back to Minga, who got that one completely wrong. But Wolfsburg still with the danger. And that one's gone out for a throw-in. That one was played behind Linda from Pedamores. But good determined play from Soraya Linda down the right hand side. Getting past Mumart, getting a decent ball into the box. And Minga unable to get a decent shot away. So just coming up to 12 minutes played, still 0-0 here in the ad hoc arena. That'll be a throw in to Wolfsburg, just in front of the dugouts. Mumet with the clearance for Jena. Dijkstra closed down very quickly, but she's got a second chance to get the ball forward to Huth. But she's played too much of that, and here's Bunzo for Carl Zeiss. She has to go all the way back to Janning, who clears long this time. Wolfsburg very quickly in on top of the Carl Zeiss midfielder. Breaking play up, winning possession back quickly. Here's Huth. Dijkstra. Linda. This is good play from Wolfsburg. Nice one-touch football, but Mumet's underneath that and clears for the throw-in to Wolfsburg. Weidemeyer coming in field. She's got Huth to her right-hand side. Mumet showing too much strength there. She's only been able to clear it to Camilla Kuver, who recently signed a new deal to stay with Wolfsburg until 2028. 22-year-old defender who won this competition with Wolfsburg back in 2023-2024. Here is Kuva getting forward inside Jena's half. Playing in Levels, but Levels puts far too much on that pass, and that goes out for a goal kick to Jena. Doing well, but giving away possession. Pedamores. Weidemeyer playing in Linder, looking to get down this right hand side again. But Muma is in close attention. Linder is forced to go back to Weidemeyer, who comes in field. Here's Dijkstra in an unusual position, getting forward. Here's Levels. Kuva again, deep inside Carl Zeiss Jena's half. Here's Huth on the right hand side, switch of play. Should get a second chance. Wolfsburg very comfortable in possession. And here's Huth with a little bit more room. That one's just a little bit too much. Berenstein should pick this one up, but she's closed very quickly down from Bunzo, who puts that out for a throw in to Wolfsburg. Deep inside Jena's half. Levels. Linder for Wolfsburg, again seeing plenty of the ball in this opening 15 minutes or so. Dijkstra inside her own half, making her way into Carl Zeiss Jena's half, but again the move from Wolfsburg closes down inside the final third. Carl Zeiss Jena, despite the clearance, put that one straight back to Wolfsburg, who can start again. Here's Minga. Huth. Switch of play now from Wolfsburg. Here's Levels. She again is closed down very quickly from Bunzo. I think Florian Castner will be fairly satisfied with his team's start to this game. Keeping things compact, keeping things tight, particularly in the middle of the park. You can see they're working themselves across the field of play as a unit, making it difficult for Wolfsburg to break them down in the final third. Patience could be the key for Wolfsburg today. Kuva finding Enderman, who shows good strength. Here's Pedamores. Minga. Weidemeyer was able to get that ball away early enough. Huth made a really good run down this right hand side, but again Carl Zeiss Jena working in packs to close Wolfsburg down and force them to go backwards. Kuva now looking forward, looking to get forward, I should say. Weidemeyer this time looking to chip the ball in to the space, but that one's gone straight into touch, and that'll be a throw into the home side, halfway through their own half. Wolfsburg have played more often away from home than on their own ground in this competition. And of the previous semi-finals, 8 have taken place at the opposition stadium, only 5 at home. But the record clearly favours the green and whites. In 11 of the previous semi-finals, the She-Wolves women have come out on top and have gone on to win the title each time. Free kick to Jena, halfway through their own half. Eilenberg over it, goes long. Here's Alcieda, and that one goes out for our first corner kick of the match. Dijkstra putting the ball out of play. Good play from Al-Qaeda, 28-year-old striker. Only signed in January, it's her 10th appearance for the club today. Joined from Swedish side Bitex. So let's see what Jena can do from the set piece. They throw it up to the back stick, but that's got far too much on it. Strazer is underneath it. Bonzu trying to keep it alive. She's closed down very quickly by Berenstein. That one goes out for a Jena throw-in. Halfway through Wolfsburg's half, down the right-hand side. Should be a foul, yeah. Ella Pedamors, guilty of tripping the Carl Zeiss Jena player as she was making her way towards the byline. This is a good opportunity again for Jena to throw one into the mix and try and test the Wolfsburg's back line. Clearly a trip. Let's see what Jena can do with this opportunity. This time it's right on top of the 18-yard box, and that one should break for Johannes. But Kuva took no chances, and she clears that one out into touch for a Jena throw-in. Here's Elena Mumert over the throw-in. Here she is again. It's not a bad ball into the box, but no runners for Jena, and that one's easily collected by Steiner Johannes in the Wolfsburg goal. Just coming up to 22 minutes played, still goalless. Kuva levels for Wolfsburg, playing it forward to Minga. Here's Linder for Wolfsburg with some room down the right hand side, showing plenty of purpose to get forward. She'll get another chance at that. Here's Huth. She's ran just a touch offside and the flag has gone up. And that'll be a free kick to Jena inside their own 18-yard box. But Sarah Linder showing plenty of purpose getting forward. And you can see that Huth was about a yard offside. Over the header. Here she is again, trying to play Berenstein in. Yasmin Yani had to be slightly careful there. She clears the ball straight up the pitch, but that's gone straight to Camilla Kuva, who's lucky to get a second chance of that. Plays in Enderman. Vivian Enderman, that should be a foul, yeah. Showing just a little bit too much aggression, and that'll be a free kick to Wolfsburg. Clear shove on the back by Nelly Yukol. Now Wolfsburg with an opportunity from a set piece. Huth and levels over it. see if Wolfsburg can capitalise on a set piece. Huth running away from it, levels, crosses into the box. That's a free header for Minga, and that one is offside, I think. Let's take another look. Minga was left all alone inside the 18-yard box. She headed it home, but the referee spotted an infringement, and I think they've given it as offside. Minga with a really good header at the front post, but she didn't quite time her run, and that one's been ruled out for offside. So Jena with the free kick inside their own 18-yard box. So just a little word of warning there for Jena. Need to stick closer to their players when marking from set pieces. Janina Minga with far too much room despite being offside. Kuva for Wolfsburg. Here's Levels. That's good play from Levels. She's very carefully, once again, marshalled by Ukol, who puts that one out for a corner kick to Wolfsburg. It's Wolfsburg's first corner of the game. 25 minutes gone. Pedimos comes forward, Kuva comes forward, so plenty of height now inside the 18-yard box for Wolfsburg. Svenja Huth over it. That's a good ball into Berenstein. It was just a little bit too much, she couldn't reach it, and that one goes all the way out for a goal kick to Jena. For Carl Zeiss, reaching the semi-finals is most definitely a special achievement. As we mentioned at the top of the game, the club are only appearing in their DFB-Pokal semi-final for the second time in their history as the current club. Dijkstra doing well to get that one back to Johannes. Kuva needs to be careful, and she is. Here's Levels. Enderman plays it back to Levels. Kuva is closed down very quickly by Alcieda. Weidemeyer for Wolfsburg down this right hand side. Moolman came across very quickly to cut out any forward pass, and that one goes out for a Wolfsburg throw just in front of Florian Kastner's dugout. Excellent play from Linda. Plenty of room over on the other side for Enderman. She can come in field onto her right foot. Good overlap from Levels inside the 18-yard box. Clips it to the back post. And that one's really well defended by Elena Mumart, who had to be strong, and she puts that one out for another corner kick to Wolfsburg. Good play from the She-Wolves down the left-hand side. Mumart had to be careful with that one, with Huth looking for any bits and pieces at the back stick. So Levels comes across for the corner kick. Two corners in quick succession now for the She-Wolves. Kuva and Pedibos at the front post, looking for any flick-ons. Levels delivers to the front post, and there is that flick-on, and that one's been well cleared by Carl Zeiss. Berenstein showing an excellent turn of pace, but Bunzo. Foul not given. Enderman crossing, blocked again by Carl Zeiss. Showing plenty of strength. Zeiss will need to be careful, and she is. Plays the ball back to Steiner Johannes in the Wolfsburg goal. Here's Linder for Wolfsburg. Looking for Huth. Levels this time. Over on the left-hand side. Now she's going back to her normal position, having come over to this side of the park. Here's Kuva. Enderman comes in field. Pedimors. Here's room for Weidemeyer just outside the 18-yard box. Plays in Huth. Excellent turn. Good cross to the back stick for Berenstein. And that one's well saved by Yasmin Yanning. That's our first real opening of the game. 28 minutes gone. Lynette Berenstein with a strong header, but Yasmin Yanning inside the Essen goal. Comfortable save in the end. Berenstein with her first real glimpse of the goal. Reuter for Jena, trying to play the ball forward. Dijkstra takes care of that with Weidemeyer. Good play once again from Soraya Linda, who's had an excellent opening half an hour for Wolfsburg down this right hand side. Now they're moving with purpose, Wolfsburg. Into Jena's half. Enderman looking for the run of Minga. She has a go at goal, but that one's been blocked. That should break. Minga does well. Linda once again showing plenty of strength. Delivers the ball into the box to the back post. Levels can't quite control that one, but she'll gather it. Bunzo in close attention, puts it out for a throw into Wolfsburg. Levels with the throw. Getting it back from Enderman. That one's clipped forward. But once again, Carl Zeiss are able to clear the ball inside their own 18-yard box. Bunzo goes long. Camilla Kuva is underneath that one though. Goes back to Steiner Johannes and gets it back from Johannes. Kuva now with plenty of room in front of her. Well marshalled by Thomas Ehlenberg, Jena's captain, 23 years old, started every game so far this season. The stats are really interesting. She's got a 99% defensive contribution rate into her second season with the club now. Put that one out of play from Svenja Huth. Here's Pedamors bringing Enderman into play. She's got a little bit of room down this right hand side. Here's Berenstein inside the 18-yard box, plays the ball out to Huth, looking for the overlap. Dijkstra exchanges passes with Huth. She's got room to cross it now. She does to the 18-yard box. Enderman with the effort, and that one again goes all the way through to Yasmin Yanning, and it's a comfortable save at the front post. So Wolfsburg just in the last few minutes starting to knock on the door of the home side. But that one's not going to trouble Yanning at the front post. Still 0-0, coming up to 32 minutes played in this first semi-final of the DFB-Pokal Frauen Cup. This game will go to extra time and penalties if needed. And don't forget our second semi-final tomorrow, Bayern Munich against Essen at the Bayern campus. 3:30 kickoff on Easter Monday. Jena with the free kick. That's well played. There's an opportunity for Jena if they could just get the ball back. Here's another chance, and that one's just gone past the post. Jena with their first real opportunity at goal, and Alcieda once again making herself very busy inside Wolfsburg's 18-yard box. Picked up a loose pass there on her weaker left foot and wasn't able to capitalise, and that one drifted harmlessly wide at the front post. Again, just a little warning for Wolfsburg to be switched on all the time at the back. Huth. Throw into Jena. Just inside Wolfsburg's half. Mummert over it. goes long, but that one's taken care of by Dijkstra. Here's Jukol. Plays the ball back to Ehlenberg, the skipper. That was a really poor pass out to the right back. Enderman is taking advantage of that one, motoring towards the 18-yard box. Good play from Wolfsburg again on the edge of the box. Pedimore's shot takes a slight deflection, and that will go out for another corner kick to Wolfsburg. Enderman again showing plenty of spirit and plenty of energy down the right-hand side. That one takes a slight nick off the leg of Nelly Jukol and goes out for the corner kick. This time Levels will take it with the left foot. There should be an outswinger. Delivers it onto the penalty spot. Zucker gets the header on it. Camilla Kuva. Here's Bierenstein. Able to keep that one in play. Linder crosses to the back post. Pedimors picks that one up for Wolfsburg. Levels. Pedimors looking for the ball into the box, but again very quickly closed down by Jukol. That one goes out for a Wolfsburg throw. Carl Zeiss being disciplined at the back in this opening 35 minutes. Florian Kastner did say ahead of the game how important it was to try and keep things compact and try not to offer Wolfsburg too many openings in the first half particularly. And they're doing a good job so far holding the 11-time winners to 0-0 at the moment, but here's Levels with a chance. Had to get the ball out from underneath her feet. That's a little bit loose to Enderman, who has a go. Just a second chance at it, and Minga this time goes way over the bar from 20 yards, and that'll be a goal kick to the home side. Years old now, Yanina Minga, but as a centre back against Lyon in the Champions League during midweek. She's got good history in this competition, played in the final twice for Freiburg. Here's Mumert going back to Janning, who clears it long into the centre circle. Pedimors will pick up that one, plays the ball back to Kuva. Dijkstra to Weidemeyer in the right back position, closed down again very quickly. Melanie Reuter not giving Wolfsburg any room to play out from the back. So Jena throw in just inside Wolfsburg's half. Reuter unable to claim that one. That one goes out for a throw to Wolfsburg. Halfway through their own half here. Ehlenberg heads that into space for Jukol. Dijkstra needs to be careful underneath this one. Here's Rikatits doing well, making herself a nuisance up front. So Jena now with an opportunity from their own set piece. Will they go short or will they throw it into the box? They decide to go short. That's not a bad ball into the box, and it just clips up over the Wolfsburg defender. And Steiner Johannes decides to put that one over the bar for another corner kick to the home side. That one came off the feet of Dijkstra. and Johan is taking no chances. So another corner kick, this time over on the other side for the home side. Melanie Reuter over it for Jena. Set pieces could be the difference between these two sides. Reuter, good ball in, but it's Pedemors who's able to clear. Enderman on the chase. Janning does really well. Bonzo showing good composure on the ball once again. And Carl Zeiss are able to just nullify that attack from Wolfsburg. Janning goes long in the Jena goal. Bonzo over the header, heads it into space. Kuva with the clearance for Wolfsburg. That one's given as offside. Lynette Berenstein. And Jena will start again from inside their own half. Ehlenberg plays in Ukol. That's an excellent ball forward. Now Jena are in business. Players inside the box, and that one's been deflected off Camilla Kuva for a corner kick to Carl Zeiss Jena. All of a sudden, an opening out of absolute nothing down the right-hand side. And they're not quite able to capitalise on it, but they do have a set piece. Melanie Reuter once again coming across to take the corner for Jena. Successive corners now for Jena within a short period of time. Let's see if they can make the pressure count this time, with 5 minutes to go to the break. Reuter delivers to the front post. Kuva is over it, heads clear to Bunzo. That one's clipped in, and that one goes well over the bar, and that will be a goal kick to the home side. Emily Reska just looking to clip the ball in. She had far too much purpose on that one, and that went over the bar for a goal kick to Wolfsburg. 5 minutes to go to the break, still 0-0. Weidemeyer, here's room for Linda to turn, but she plays the ball back to Minga. And Wolfsburg happy to just play the ball in and around the centre circle at the moment. Here's Dijkstra. Huth, it's a good ball. Excellent play once again, Linder. Good combination play from Wolfsburg. Huth plays the ball back to Dijkstra. Levels, there's plenty of room on the left hand side. Kuva went forward, but that had a little bit too much pace on Berenstein. She wasn't able to control it. And Wolfsburg have to start again, deep inside their own half with Dijkstra. In Huth, trying to take it down on the chest. Asking for an easier pass to control Svenja Huth. Weidemeyer over the throw-in for Wolfsburg, halfway through Jena's half, but Muma will take care of that one for Jena. Goes out for another throw-in to the She-Wolves. The ball finds its way all the way back to Janning in the Jena goal, who goes forward to Bunzo. Berenstein will pick that one up for Wolfsburg. Now very deep. Camilla Kuva for Wolfsburg. Plenty of room on the ball, plenty of time on the ball as well. She plays in Dijkstra, who in turn plays in Weidemeyer. Clears that one for Jena, but the ball breaks nicely to Minga. Here's Pedemors for Wolfsburg. Now getting forward with purpose. That's a good ball forward to Berenstein, inside Jena's 18-yard box. She comes in field. The referee judges that one to be a fair challenge. Waves play on. Kuva now. Here's Minga, also getting forward. level. So the good ball to the far post. If Huth can keep that one in, she's got options. But Muma is in front of her, closes the first one down. Huth with a second opportunity to cross. Plays the ball back to Weidemeyer. She does cross. But again, Jukol is underneath that one for Jena, and they're able to clear into touch for a Wolfsburg throw. A couple of minutes to the break, still goalless. Linder trying to play in Huth, but she played the ball behind her. Wolfsburg though, still looking to add pressure on the Jena back line as we edge ever closer to the break. Linder again doing really well down the right hand side, but that one's been intercepted by Ehlenberg, and Yasmin Janning in the Jena goal is able to take control of that one. Ehlenberg, such a positive influence for Jena at the back. He's trying to get underneath that one. Here's Jukol. Plays the ball forward. Zeda making herself busy, does well. But a referee judges that to be a foul. Angelika Soda by Reuter, and that will be a free kick to Wolfsburg. They go long looking for Huth, but Ehlenberg once again underneath it. Mumert left that one a little bit short. Jukol plays the ball back to Ehlenberg. She goes long to Al-Sieda. But again, it breaks down, and here's Linder for Wolfsburg getting forward. Vivian Enderman for Wolfsburg just outside the 18-yard box, looking for an opportunity to get the ball forward. Minga trying to play in Berenstein, and nothing came of that attack, and our referee brings the first half to a close. So Carl Zeiss Jena defending stoutly throughout that 45 minutes. Wolfsburg with plenty of possession, as you would expect, but they've only been able to break through on a couple of occasions. But Yasmin Janning inside the Carl Zeiss Jena goal has not been overly troubled. Two comfortable saves for her at the front post, and Carl Zeiss Jena will be very happy with that first 45 minutes, registering a couple of efforts on target, but nothing really to trouble Steiner Johannes inside the Wolfsburg goal. So it's perfectly poised here at the Ad Hoc Arena. We go in goalless, and we'll see you again for the start of the second half. At half time, it's Carl Zeiss Jena 0, Wolfsburg 0.
Mannschaften hier bitte erst Endspiel-Teilnehmer sein. Wer das ist, das sehen wir jetzt in der zweiten Halbzeit. Ganz viel Spaß.
Welcome back everybody, we're just about ready to get back underway at the Ad hoc Arena here in Jena and this first DFB-Pokal Frauen Cup semi-final that is perfectly poised at 0-0. Both sides have had their moments in the first half, opportunities at either end, but a combination of sharp goalkeeping and wasteful finishing has kept the breakthrough just out of reach. For Wolfsburg, you sense there's another gear to find if they are to assert their authority, while for Carl Zeiss Jena the belief will only be growing the longer they can keep it to 0-0, that they feel this could be their moment. One goal could change everything though, and a place in the final in Cologne on May the 14th is there to be claimed. No substitutes at half-time, so it's as you were at the start of this second half. Carl Zeiss Jena come into this second half having not kept a clean sheet in 10 games, and more importantly, Wolfsburg are unbeaten against Jena in 10 meetings, having won all 10. But Jena, no doubt, and their head coach Florian Kastner will be delighted with his side's opening 45 minutes, and all they need is one sniff at goal and you just never know. Looking to reach the final for the first time in their history, in their current form. Don't forget tomorrow's other semi-final between Bayern Munich and Essen at the Bayern campus. 3:30 kick-off there. Nicole playing that one out of play, so Enderman can receive treatment right at the beginning of this first half. So Wolfsburg giving the ball back to Jena, showing good sportsmanship. Levels is underneath that one. That's a good turn from Berenstein. And she's brought down, and that'll be a free kick in a very promising position for Wolfsburg. Straza claiming she got the ball, but the referee decided she didn't. Let's take a closer look. I think Straza's actually got a case, but our referee for today's game, Angelika Soda, decides that's a foul for Wolfsburg. And right at the beginning of the second half, they have an opportunity to put the ball into the 18-yard box with Levels and Huth over it. I expect Huth will leave this one for Levels. She does. Good delivery from Levels to the far post. Did that one get a nick off Eilenberg? Don't think it did. And that'll be a goal kick to Jena. Thomas Eilenberg, captain of Jena. 23 years old now. Such a steady performer at the back for Jena. It's a nice touch from Bunto, but just a little bit too much. That one goes out for a Wolfsburg throw, midway through Jena's half. And no doubt Stefan Lech will be looking for his side just to add a little bit more energy and purpose in this second half. Coming off the back of what was an energy-sapping Champions League defeat in extra time against Lyon on Thursday, losing the game 4-0 overall, conceding 3 goals in injury time. Well, they'll need to show plenty of spirit and determination to get past what has been a very dogged Jena side so far. They've been very disciplined at the back, very disciplined as a unit as well. It's up to Wolfsburg to break them down. Here's Kuva getting forward. That one's been mishit by Emily Reska. She gets a second nibble at it. Closed down very quickly by Enderman. And that should be a foul. Vika Tights fouling Levels, and Wolfsburg with a free kick. Dijkstra playing in Weidemeyer. Here's Soraya Linder, who had an excellent first half down that right hand side, playing a little bit further forward than what she's normally used to, but showing plenty of energy in that first half. There's Alexandra Pop holding the baby, who unfortunately is going to be out for a number of weeks after suffering an injury against Hoffenheim a couple of weeks ago. Such a shame for the Wolfsburg legend that she's missing out, so close to breaking the goal scoring record for Wolfsburg. But she's going to have to sit out at least a good 2 or 3 more weeks. But in attendance today, watching her colleagues, hoping to get to another DFB-Pokal Cup final. Jasmine Janning in the Jena goal, going long. Here's Bunto. Tietz. Nice turn from Tietz, but Levels showing good strength. Minga plays the ball back to Steiner Johannes in the Wolfsburg goal. He gets her first touch of the second half. Plays the ball out to Joelle Weidemeyer. Dijkstra with plenty of room on the ball. Plays the ball out to this left-hand side for Camilla Kuva. Levels looking for runners. Does well to come in field. That's a nice ball through to Lineth Berenstein. Can she get her head up? Maybe the ball was played just a little bit too far in front of her. Couldn't get any purpose on the left-footed shot. And that one once again is easy for Yasmin Janning in the Carl Zeiss Jena goal. But an early warning for Zena with 5 minutes gone in the second half. Huth closed down very quickly. Weidemeyer plays in Linder. Kuva looking for Enderman. And that one's been taken care of by Ukol, but that one goes out for a Wolfsburg throw. Halfway through Jena's half. And having a little bit of a spat there with Enderman. Vivian Enderman not overly happy with the close attention of Nelly Ukol. Just a little bit of handbags at 10 paces there. Enderman asking questions though of Caroline Suda. Angelica Suda, I beg your pardon, our referee for today. Just take a closer look. Ukol behind Enderman. Unfortunately didn't see the incident. But Jena with an opportunity to clear long here, deep inside their own half. Ukol over the free kick. Minga is over that one, plays Enderman in. That's a little bit loose, but Jena are unable to capitalise. Minga again, she's also played that one loosely to Bonzo, who comes in field. Minga makes up for the loose pass, tackles Josephine Bunso, and that one goes out for a throw-in to Wolfsburg. Halfway through, beg your pardon, throw-in to Jena. Halfway through Wolfsburg's half. Ukol over the throw, gets the ball back. And again, good interplay. Mullman trying to get the ball into the box, but again Wolfsburg are able to stand up to that one, and that one should go out for a goal kick to the She-Wolves, who go with the attempted pass. So it's a little bit flat at the beginning of the second half. Half an opportunity for Lynette Bierenstein at the beginning of the second half, but apart from that, it's been a battle of midfield. Wolfsburg deciding to play this one out from the back, but they've been closed down very quickly by Jena. They've been able to retain possession though, and Weidemeyer is forced to go long. Straza is over this one for Jena. Closed down by Bierenstein. She opts to play in Janning in the Jena goal, and she goes long, looking for the run of Bunzo, but levels us underneath that one. Pedamores closed down very quickly by Ukols, but the ball has broken nicely to Weidemeyer, who plays in Huth down this right hand side. Dijkstra for Wolfsburg inside Jena's half. Who's looking for Bierenstein. Weidemeyer now plays in Linder. She comes in field, but again Jena's defensive organisation extremely well disciplined and structured. Weidemeyer with room to cross. She's got Bierenstein and Levels inside the 18-yard box. She goes short to Minga. Here's Huth looking for the first time cross, but she's been closed down very quickly by Melanie Reuter, and that will go out for a corner kick to Wolfsburg. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Is that Huth signalling to the bench that there might be a problem here? We'll have the corner kick for Wolfsburg first. 10 minutes gone in the second half, still goalless. Can Wolfsburg capitalise on a set piece? It's Levels with the left foot. Delivers it to the front post, and that one's hit the side net and gone out for a goal kick to the home side. Disappointing from Jano Levels, who usually delivers the ball with pinpoint accuracy. kick to Jena. They go long. Brings us underneath it, but that one's been taken care of by Camilla Kuva. Here's Linder for Wolfsburg. Looking to play in Berenstein, but that one's been cut out by Strasser. That's not a ball forward for Al Sieda if she can chase it down. Johannes needed to be careful. Al Sieda so close in attention. And that one eventually has gone out for a goal kick to the She-Wolves. Good energy from Olivia Al Sieda. Steiner Johannes opting to play it short again from the goal kick. Weidemeyer going long, looking for the run of Linder. And that one's been headed into touch from Ehlenberg. That'll be a throw into Wolfsburg, just inside their own half. Huth. Levels. It's a bit of a heavy first touch, and she's closed down very quickly for Budzo. She's got a little bit of room in front of her. It's Tietz. She's forced to go back. And Strasser is also forced to go all the way back to Yasmin Janning inside the 18-yard box. That's a good switch of play. Alzira closing down Weidemeyer, who's forced to go back to Steiner Johannes in the Wolfsburg goal. Janina Minga offering herself, but Johannes goes long to Linder. That one's been taken care of by Mumert, who's put in an excellent shift so far. Gwen Mumert for Carl Zeiss Jena. It's not been easy for her today though against Soraya Linder. Here she is, Mumert, flicking that one on. Here's Linder now for Wolfsburg, getting forward. She's got Huth out to her right hand side. She decides to come back to Weidemeyer. Pedemors. It's a good ball out to Huth on the right hand side, looking for a delivery into the box to Lynette Berenstein, who couldn't quite get the shot away. She'll get a second chance, and eventually that one is cleared by Carl Zeiss Jena. The danger's not over yet though. Here's Huth once again. And that one's been given as a free kick to Wolfsburg, again in a very dangerous situation and in a promising position for Wolfsburg. Reuter adjudged to have brought down Huth. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, she swipes away her right foot, and a clear foul by Melanie Reuter on Svenja Huth. So a free kick to Wolfsburg in a very promising position. Not been able to capitalise on their set pieces so far, and they'll be looking for a better delivery this time from Levels. Enderman patrolling the front stick. Nelly Yukol in close attention. Ella Pedemors just sitting quietly on the edge of the 18-yard box. Could this be a set piece straight from the training field? Making room into the 18-yard box. That one's delivered, but Mumert is over it and is able to clear, and that one's very ambitious from Soraya Linder, and that one goes way over the bar, and that'll be a Jena goal kick. Just touching the hour mark now, still 0-0. Referee judges that one to be a fair tackle. Here's Huth playing in Weidemeyer. She checks, plays Huth back in. Good ball into the box, but Yasmin Janning once again with a safe pair of hands for Jena, and is able to collect that one. Such a safe pair of hands, Yasmin Janning, considering she's only 20 years old. 17th game of the season for Carl Zeiss Jena, Yasmin Janning. Pedemors for Wolfsburg. Weidemeyer getting forward, playing in Linder, but that one's got too much on it for Huth, and that'll go out for a throw-in to Jena. defeats in the DFB-Pokal Cup are very much few and far between for Wolfsburg. Only in the 24-25 season did their long run of success come to an end in the quarter-finals, losing 1-0 to Hoffenheim. Such a fantastic record in this competition. And looking to make the final in Cologne on May the 14th once again. Maybe their only chance of silverware this season, with Bayern Munich extending their lead at the top of the Google Pixel Frauen Bundesliga last week and getting knocked out the Champions League in midweek. Here's Lineth Bierenstein for Wolfsburg, looking to get a shot away and goal. It's a lovely touch and a lovely ball forward. Now the run's on, but Levels should have enough on that. Bunzo's in attention. She's able to nick that one off Levels. And as the ball came into the box, it's adjudged to have been offside. Yes. As the ball broke off Bunzo, you can just about see there, she was about a yard offside, Teets, as the ball broke off Bunzo. Good spot from our assistant referee, and that'll be a free kick to Wolfsburg inside the own 18-yard box. Elena Mumat has a problem here. Given Mumat, I beg your pardon. Looks like she's going to need a little bit of attention. In the current campaign, Wolfsburg have underlined their ambitions early on in the competition, and an 11-0 win at Buntentor in the first round was followed by a 3-1 victory against Freiburg in the round of 16, before the She-Wolves secured a 1-0 quarter-final win over Eintracht Frankfurt to find themselves here at Carl Zeiss Jena in the semi-finals. Mumat, the 26-year-old. So she's going to take quite a heavily strapped thigh for the rest of this game. Not a bad attendance in today's game, just over 2,000 in to watch this one at the ad hoc arena. The arena actually holds about 15,000. But the home fans here to see if their team can make the final for the first time. And they're still to register an effort on goal in the second half. And as it stands, it's all been Wolfsburg so far, dominating possession. But they've only had one real clear opportunity on goal, which was Lineth Bierenstein's weak left foot shot. Forget, we will have extra time and penalties if needed. Dijkstra for Wolfsburg, playing in Camilla Kuva. She's closed down very quickly by Sieda. Kuva again for Wolfsburg. Seen plenty of ball at the start of the second half, but that's a bad ball forward, and Josephine Bunzo has taken advantage of that one. That one's asking far too much. But again, Wolfsburg guilty of giving the ball away cheaply inside their own half. This is good positive play from Jena. Here's Bunzo. It's a good run from Strasser, but unfortunately the ball into the 18-yard box was deflected off Janina Minga and fell to absolutely nothing, but really good positive play by Felicia Strasser. And that one went out for a goal kick to Wolfsburg, who again opt to play it short from the goal kick. Levels playing the ball forward to Enderman. Wolfsburg will need to be careful of this one. And they are. Here's Johannes in the Wolfsburg goal. And she's played that one straight into touch. And that'll be a throw-in to Jena. Halfway through Wolfsburg's half, 65 minutes gone. Still looking for the opening goal here in the ad hoc arena. Here's Tietz. Nice turn. Good ball to the edge of the 18-yard box for Jena. There's an effort over the top of the bar. Brilliant save from Steiner Johannes, who had to watch that one all the way from Melanie Reuter. It's an excellent touch. She just tried to curl it into the top corner. And that's the first real effort on goal. And an excellent save from Steiner Johannes, who tips it over the bar for a Jena corner kick. Let's see what the delivery's like. Not a bad one. A little bit of head tennis, and Minga is able to clear for Wolfsburg. Bunzo goes all the way back to Jasmin Janning inside Carl Zeiss Jena's half. Tried to play in Yuko, and Levels comes across and heads that one into touch. And now we'll see our first substitution of the game. So unfortunately, Gwen Mumert is unable to recover from that injury. She's had to go off. And on comes number 20, Steffi Schmidt, 20-year-old centre-back. Not played since the 1-0 defeat against Leverkusen back in March. Joined from Leipzig in the summer. And she's straight into the mix. So Carl Zeiss, no doubt, will be buoyed by that effort on goal. So close to the opening goal in this game. And again, it's just a warning sign for Wolfsburg not to take this game lightly, not to be complacent at all. Here's Huth, delivers the ball into the front post, and that one takes a slight nick off the defender, and Jasmin Janning is able to collect that one for Carl Zeiss. 35 years old now, Svenja Huth. 5-time winner of this competition, looking to make it 6th this season. Minga throwing the ball forward to Linder. And that should be a foul, but the ref allows play to go on. Slight tug of the shirt, Reuter on Linder. Good advantage from our referee. Dijkstra playing in Huth. She gets her head up, delivers the ball to the front post, but again, the runner's a little bit slow off the mark. And Jasmin Janning is able to collect that one in the Jena goal. "70 minutes played, 20 to go, still 0-0. That one's played forward by Ehlenberg. It's gone all the way through to Steiner Johannes in the Wolfsburg goal. Dijkstra inside the centre circle. Plays it left to Camilla Kuva. Looking for runners ahead of her. Here's Levels. Carefully marshalled by Bunzo. Pedemors finding Weidemeyer. She's got Linder to her right-hand side. Excellent play from Linder, making room for the cross. Good ball into the 18-yard box, and Lynette Berenstein gets that one all wrong, and that goes out for a goal kick to the home side. Lynette Berenstein trying the acrobatic effort, but unfortunately getting it all wrong, the Dutch international. Linder picking her out. She couldn't quite wrap her foot around that one, and eventually it came off the back of her right heel. Difficult technique when it comes at you at such pace, at hip height. Linder stealing that one. Delivers to the back post. Here's Enderman for Wolfsburg. Jena able to regroup. That's a good ball in, but Levels is unable to control the ball. And Jena are able to clear the ball. But that move's broken down. Wolfsburg straight in on top of Jena. But again, Jena very strong in the tackle. Takes, but that one is a poor pass forward. Enderman breaking up the Jena attack. Wolfsburg with an opportunity now to offer their own counter-attack. Linda down the right-hand side. Huth gives it back to Linda, going on the overlap. Linda comes in field on her left foot. It's a good purposeful run. But so Wolfsburg just about to make a double substitution. We'll confirm that for you in just a moment. Slight change of shape maybe. Huth taking the ball down. Linda offering herself on the right hand side, clips it into the box. But there's too much on that one. The final ball into the box of Wolfsburg has let them down time and time again today. They need to be slightly more careful with the deliveries into the box. That should be a foul. Enderman showing a little bit too much aggression on Nelly Ukol. That'll be a foul to Jena. Now we can confirm the substitutions for you. So Joël Weidemeyer goes off for Tierra Belda. That should be a straight swap. And Guro Bergsvand has come on, and she replaces Camilla Kuva. And that should also be a straight swap in the centre of defence. So formation as it was, just a change of personnel. Looking now for a little bit more energy with the clock ticking down to 15 minutes to go here in the ad hoc arena. Looking for just that one opening, that one moment that could change everything in this game and send either of these two sides through to the DFB-Pokal Frauen Cup final to be played in Cologne on May the 14th. Dijkstra trying to play in Bielda. Here's Alcieda, comes in field. That's a nice ball over the top for Bunzo to chase. But Levels asking for Steiner Johannes to come out. And she's slightly fortunate to have played that one off Bunzo, and that one will go out for a goal kick to the She-Wolves. You can quite clearly see the frustration on Jana Levels' face, asking for her goalkeeper. Look. Her and Soraya Linda both unhappy with their goalkeeper Steiner Johannes. In the end, no harm done, and it went out for a goal kick to Wolfsburg. Levels going long. Johannes should be able to collect that one. She does. She plays in Minga. Levels again. Lovely touch, lovely feet. Linda. Looks like she's come down this left-hand side, so swapping places with Bielda. Here is Bielda, who's just come on. First touch of the ball. Plays in Dijkstra. Here's Huth with a little bit of room to move and to turn. And again, the final ball letting Wolfsburg down. Bergsvand. Bielda again, down the right-hand side. Comes in field for Minga. Levels. Asking Enderman to come short. Dijkstra, she's got some room in front of her. She miscontrolled that, and Reuter's straight on top of her. Melanie Reuter looking forward to get forward, but unfortunately that forward pass is a bad one. Alcieda and Wolfsburg are able to retain possession and start again. Huth looking for Bielda to make the overlap. Enderman coming across the park. Svenja Huth going back to Bielda. Dijkstra. She gets the ball in to the far post. Soraya Linda trying to get on the end of that one, but that one goes harmlessly out of play for a goal kick to the home side. So Florian Kastner in close conversation with his assistants. Wolfsburg fans, as I said earlier, have made the 175-kilometre trip south to be at this one today. A slight pause and play here. For Elena Bullman, who needs attention. Conversation with Vivian Enderman and Soraya Linda. Ullman looks okay to carry on. Just coming up to 10 minutes left to play in this one. Quite clearly see the instructions being passed on to Soraya Linda. Here's Yasmin Yanning with the goal kick for Jena. Minga looking to get forward. Here's Berenstein. Huth collects from Berenstein, plays the ball into Bielda. And that's an excellent block from the skipper, Toma Ihlenberg, who was in the right place at the right time, as she always is. Excellent play, though, from Tia Bielda to get forward. She had one thing on her mind. Good touch. And Ihlenberg deflects that one away for a corner kick to Wolfsburg. Huth over it. Delivers. Berenstein should pick that one up. She's been marshalled again from Bunzo. Pedamores. That one's gone out though for a throw-in to Jena. Florian Kastner acknowledging the block from his skipper. Dijkstra underneath that one. Soraya Linda now comes in field, gets the ball back from Dijkstra. There's room over on the other side for Bielda. Here she is. Bergsvand. Nice turn from Pedamores, trying to show strength, but she's been closed down very quickly by not one but two Jena players. And Rekatits opts to go back to Yasmin Yanning when maybe the forward ball was the better option. And Wolfsburg are able to retain possession. Bunzo can't make anything of that. Wolfsburg now, deep inside, within their own half. 10 minutes to go, still 0-0. Extra time now looming. Levels. Linder gives it back to Levels. Wolfsburg switching play to the right hand side. Dijkstra getting forward. That's a nice touch forward for Svenja Huth. Lovely piece of skill from Huth. Plays in Bielda again. And as she has been all this game, Yasmin Yanning in the Jena goal. is alert to the danger and is able to collect. She's an excellent game, the 20-year-old, in the Jena goal. Bergsvand goes back to Johannes. Janina Minga getting forward. Dijkstra with room, looking for the run of Enderman. Huth. Levels playing in Pedimors. Which is very well tackled by Teets. She gets a head up. That's a good ball to Alcieda, but her header goes out for a throw in to Wolfsburg. And here's another substitution. So Bunzo goes off. So Geiser comes on. Reska going off. So an opportunity for Fiona Geiser, with only a few minutes left to play, to make her mark on this game. Bunzo delivers it into the box. Not a bad turn. That one's broken loose, but Steiner Johannes is underneath that one. She dives on top of that ball. Half an opening there for Olivia Alcieda. Tia Bielda opts to leave it for Johannes, and Johannes is able to gather. Alcieda so close to just nipping in front of Johannes. She's worked tirelessly today, the 28-year-old striker. Pedimore is playing the ball back to Linder. Dijkstra looking to get forward. Good ball to Bielda. Tried to play in Huth, but that one's been taken care of by Reuter. Geiser goes forward for Jena. Plays that one into space, but no runners for Carl Zeiss Jena. And Levels will pick that one up and start an attack of Wolfsburg. Bergsvand. Dijkstra, who's seen plenty of the ball down this right-hand side. She's forced to check and come back to Bergsvand. Linder. Don't think that was meant for Levels, but Levels is able to take control of it. Bergsvand playing Dijkstra in again. Just look how compact Carl Zeiss Jena are out of possession, working really well as a unit. There's a perfect example of it. Excellent play, but Wolfsburg with an opportunity to attack. Linder on the edge of the box, plays in Pedimors, looking to get it back, but Reuter comes across and she's able to clear into touch for Jena. Throw into Wolfsburg. Halfway through Jena's half, good position. Levels over the throw. Opts to go back to Bergsvand. 5 minutes left on the clock, still 0-0. You would think a goal for either team at this juncture, that would be that. Bonzo for Jena. Yukol plays it down the line. And the guys are unable to control the ball for Jena, and that goes out for a throw into Wolfsburg, just inside their own half. Dijkstra. Bielda does really well, tries to play Berenstein in, but again, Carl Zeiss Jena are able to take control of that defensively as the ball's played into the 18-yard box. Are we looking at 2 extra time periods in succession for Wolfsburg? Energy sapping extra time. Will they have enough energy? Will they have enough legs to get through extra time if we get there, of course? Pedamores. Dijkstra plays the ball into Berenstein. She controls it for Minga. He gets a second chance at it. Bergsvan now edging ever further forward. Levels, looking for the early cross. Bonzo comes across, puts that one into touch. Throw into Wolfsburg. Linder over it, plays in Pedamores. That's a very tired pass from Ella Pedamores, and that one goes out for a throw in to Jena. Dijkstra needs to be careful with this. She is. Plays the ball back to Johannes. Johannes now has time in the Wolfsburg goal. And Dijkstra's gone down what looks like a hamstring injury. Berenstein on the chase, but that'll go all the way through to Janning in the Carl Zeiss Jena goal. And she'll put that one there. You can see Dijkstra looking extremely uncomfortable, holding her hamstring. It doesn't look too good for the 27-year-old. Let's take a closer look. You can see she's already hobbling there. And I doubt very much she'll be able to continue. The double cup winner in Holland with Twente and Ajax. The clock counting down, just a couple of minutes to go. We'll have some injury time though. The home team getting plenty of encouragement from the home fans. She doesn't look comfortable at all, Weidemeier. Some last minute instructions for the Wolfsburg players as the clock ticks down to the final minute of the game. So Wolfsburg forced to make the change there. Joelle Weidemeier is forced to go off. Sophia Kleinherrn comes on, the 25-year-old. First season with the club, and Jano Levels goes off. And she's been replaced by Annie Karim Lindland, who made her first start last week against Union Berlin. Berenstein collecting that for Wolfsburg, playing very deep, coming back to help defensively. There's a throw in to Wolfsburg. Kleinherrn over it, goes long into injury time. And if I heard correctly, 6 minutes of injury time. Yep, confirmed. 6 minutes to go. Ehlenberg going long, flick on by Al Sieda. That one's fallen to the feet of Thierry Bielda. Bergsvand for Wolfsburg. Moving forward. But Jena once again structured in the defensive unit, making it extremely difficult for Wolfsburg to play through them. It's been the story of their game, defensively very compact. Kleinherrn plays in Beerenstein. It's a bad touch from Beerenstein, and Bunzo is able to break that one up. Bunzo now looking to get forward, faced by Kleinherrn. Bunzo does really well, but between Beerenstein and Kleinherrn, they're able to break that up, and Wolfsburg back in possession of the football. Bielda forward to Huth. Huth comes in field. Bergsvand. Kleinherrn. Look at the bodies back for Jena. Beerenstein unable to take control of the football. And Tietz is able to take care of that, and that one will go out for a goal kick to the home side. 4 minutes left to go in this one. Extra time is getting closer and closer. Will Wolfsburg have the legs to play another 30 minutes after having played 30 minutes only last Thursday against Lyon in the Champions League? Could that be the difference? Minga over the header. Good ball from Lindland. Beerenstein down the left hand side, comes in field onto her right foot. Linder. Will she have a go? She will have a go, but that one's gone over the bar and into touch, and that'll be a Jena goal kick. Good intent though from Soraya Linder, who's had an excellent game for Wolfsburg. Started over on the right hand side, now finds herself on the left hand side, comes in field, but it was a tired effort in the end, well over the bar. Jena goal kick. Minga leaping high. Minga once again trying to play Beerenstein in, but Yasmin Janning was aware of the danger and is able to collect. Just asking for a little bit of calm. She goes long. Minga once again breaking everything up for Wolfsburg. Huth trying to get the ball forward. She gets a second chance at it. The flick on from Enderman almost came off. Huth does though pick up the loose ball, but closed down very quickly by Reuter. That's a good ball forward for Bielda. She plays the ball into the 18-yard box, and that one's been cleared by Jena. Ella Pedemors couldn't get the ball under control. Steiner Johannes, Wolfsburg just turning it up a little bit with 2 minutes to go in injury time. Will we see a late dramatic finish here in the ad hoc arena? Bielda crossing the ball into the box. There's the touch. Beerenstein looking for it. Bonzo clears it for Jena. Bergsvand picking up the loose ball. Wolfsburg in a rush. Linder plays in Kleinherrn. Faced by Jukols. Jukols bring her down. She did. In a very dangerous area for Wolfsburg to deliver a set piece into the box. Jukol with the push on the second half substitute. With just a minute to go on the clock, what an opportunity for Wolfsburg to deliver from the set piece. Svenja Huth over it. Can Jena hold on? Will Wolfsburg snatch a dramatic late victory to take them to May's final in Cologne? Will this be the last real opportunity of this game? Let's see what Huth can do here. Dinks it in. There's a header, and that's a brilliant save from Janning at the back stick. What an important touch to push it over the top of the bar. Huth just dinks the ball in, and it's Bergsvand with a header at the back stick. A free header, and that's a brilliant save from Janning to tip it over the bar, but they still have to defend. Huth with the corner, delivers. Up went Minga, but that one's headed wide, and that should be that. And it is, and our referee brings the 90 minutes to a close. So the full-time score here, Carl Zeiss Jena 0, Wolfsburg 0, and we're now facing extra time. What an important save from Yasmin Janning right at the end of injury time, tipping that ball over the bar from Guru Bergsvand, who was offered a free header at the back stick from Huth's free kick. And now Wolfsburg facing another 30 minutes of extra time. So what a fascinating encounter we've had here at the Ad Hoc Arena. Carl Zeiss Jena looking for their first ever appearance in the DFB-Pokal Cup. In their current form, don't forget that the club's greatest competition came under the name FFUSV Jena when they reached the final in 2010, when they lost to FCR 2001 Duisburg. Then the women's football department was later integrated into FC Carl Zeiss Jena, meaning that FFUSV Jena's achievements are now counted as part of the club's history. So don't forget that if these two teams can't be separated after 30 minutes of extra time, we will go to penalty kicks. And don't forget tomorrow's second semi-final between Bayern Munich and Essen is still to come at the Bayern campus. 3:30 kickoff there.
यांनी दिला होता. दुसरीकडे